Have you ever wondered what the difference between a tax preparer is and a tax advisor? And what's the difference? That's what this video is going to be about today. And if you would like weekly tips on tax strategies and other things, go ahead and subscribe to this video so that you get on the list each week. Why does it matter? Tax professionals play a vital role in your financial success. Knowing the difference between a tax preparer and a tax advisor will help you make informed decisions for your taxes and for financial strategies. So let's break down these key differences for you. What is the role of a tax preparer? A tax preparer focuses on compliance with tax laws. They prepare and file your tax returns accurately. They basically report your income, your deductions, and your credits for the tax year based off of the documents that you provide. So if you're giving them W-2s, 1099s, have your mortgage statements, if you're in school, you'll have like 1098-Ts for tuition, preparing the child and tax credits if you have kids. Like, they are preparing your tax return based off of the information that you give them. So it's really important that you are keeping any document that comes in the mail between now and the end of the month and maybe the first week of February that says important tax document, that needs to go to your tax preparer. So a tax preparer can also ensure that your taxes are filed on time and that you are paying in what you need to pay in to avoid any penalties. And who can prepare your taxes? So there are CPAs, there are EAs, and they're experienced non-credential preparers. So CPAs, what do? So a CPA, they have a CPA license in a state where they can practice doing accounting. They may or may not be good at doing taxes, though. There's different instances. CPAs can go into the audit space or they can go into the taxes space. Some CPAs only go into audit, and that's what they love to do. They love going in and auditing, say, the financials or doing audits for companies. But they may not know a lot on the tax side unless they have experience and they went into the tax side of the CPA and they're working in taxes. So make sure you know what specialty your CPA is in. Is it in audit or is it in taxes? Because that will make a difference. EAs are enrolled agents. They do nothing but taxes. Their specialty is in taxes, and they are not just on the state level. This is with the US, the United States. Like, they are on a federal level. Like, they can practice in any state and they can represent tax preparers in any state. And they can represent you regardless of if they've done your tax return or not. Same with CPAs. They can represent you if they've done your tax return in the past or if they haven't. Like, say you get a tax letter and you owe thousands and thousands of dollars, you can go to a CPA or an EA and have them help you get out of the sticky situation. Then there is experienced non-credential preparers. There's it's ASFP, the annual seasonal filer preparer. That's what I am. They have to go ahead and take a test, or at least I had to take a test. I don't know if you have to take a test anymore, but then you have to do so many CEUs every single year. And some of them are in new tax laws. A lot of them are in existing tax laws. Ethics is a big one. And in every single one of those CPAs, EAs, and the ASFPs, they have to have so many tax CEUs every single year. And in order to stay on that list, you can actually go search. The IRS has a website where you can go search to see if the person who's doing your tax return, what credentials they have. And then there could just be people out there that are tax preparers that do not have any credentials, but you would be able to see that if you go to the IRS.gov website and you can search in tax preparers and credentials and search by the name, the zip code, and all that. So if you want to search to see what your tax preparer has, that would be a good website to do that. Just for y'all know, I'm currently studying for my EA. It's 3 tests. I already passed the first one. I have 2 more to go, whereas the CPA has 4 tests that they have to pass. All right, so what do tax preparers do? Again, they file your individual tax returns like your 1040s. They also file business tax returns like your 1120s, your 1065s, 990s if you have a nonprofit. And then they can answer some questions about deductions and credits. And they're there to ensure the accuracy and compliance to minimize errors. And they can also address basic tax-related inquiries. They do not have to go ahead, like I said before, they are preparing your taxes based off of what you give them. That's the only thing that they're being paid to do by you. They do not have to tell you, hey, you should use this tax strategy, or hey, I could save you money over here. It's based off of the information that you give them. So if you have a small business and you have a profit and loss and a balance sheet that you're giving them, they are assuming that you've done it correctly and that all of those items are correct on those financials that they're preparing. So some basic tax preparer versus tax advisor. A tax preparer, they are looking at the past. They are all past focused. Their objective is compliance. They are reactive. Like basically you give them the stuff, they do the taxes, and they tell you if you owe or if you get money back. There's not much that you can do after that. Like what's done is done. And it's the complexity of the tax returns are basic to moderate. And pretty much most tax returns need them during the tax season. What a tax advisor is, their time frame is they're looking into the future. They want to see how they can help you this year to save you taxes this year, not after the fact. It's like there's things that we can do now to help you save taxes on next year's tax return or when you do your taxes next year. They're focused on the future. They're focused on optimizing the best tax strategies for you to save the most amount of money that will help you all around based off of your goals that you have. They're being proactive. The stuff that they're talking about you, the complexity level, is advanced strategies. And who should use them? These are high earners, they're business owners, or people who are investors. So when you want to hire a tax preparer, so if you have a simple tax return, if you just want to ensure that it's done correctly and that's done on time, and you want them to manage your tax forms and deductions, like that would be a tax preparer. That's when you'd want to go ahead and hire a tax preparer. When you hire a tax advisor? So a tax advisor would really be for people who own a business or invest in rental properties. You want to be able to reduce your taxes, like you want to be able to reduce your taxes through advanced strategies, like you know they exist, like you keep on hearing about them on TikTok, but you just don't know if they're real, like how to do them, and if you should do them. Like that would be a tax advisor. You're also maybe planning for retirement or maybe have some major life changes. That would be a good time to talk to a tax advisor, because remember, they're thinking in the future for you. They already know what's happened in the past. Like they can see your past tax returns and they're getting to know a big life, like everything about you. And they're going to take that into consideration on giving you tax strategies that would work for you. And then also, if you're a higher earner, like if you're a higher wage earner and you're looking to build wealth, that would be another time to talk to a tax advisor. Tax preparers are looking at the past and they're going based off of the information that you give them. Tax advisors are people that you want to work with to be able to minimize your taxes in the future. Like, I don't want you to be paying Uncle Sam more money just because. Like, there's ways that we can help you reduce the taxes, protect your assets, and help you build a legacy. Like, that is my goal to help my clients. And you want to have the perfect team. So you want to make sure that you have a tax preparer who is keeping you in compliant with the IRS. You also want to have a tax advisor to help you save on money and to help grow your wealth. Together, they provide peace of mind and financial success. If you loved this information, you're like, yes, it is time for me. Like, I've been having my taxes prepared. Like, I don't think my person is being very proactive. This would be the time to be like, I want to go ahead and book a discovery call with Gunderson's Bookkeeping. That first discovery call will actually be with Elizabeth, my assistant. She will talk you through and answer all of your questions. The link should be below. And go ahead and subscribe to this YouTube channel for me. Go ahead and like it, comment on everything. That'll help with the algorithm. And if you subscribe, you will be the first ones to know when I do a new video. Like I try to do a new video every single Tuesday, maybe Wednesday it gets published, and you'll be the first ones to get to see my tax tips for the week. And also, I can help you go ahead and create a plan that works for you. So go ahead and connect with me on social media or book that discovery call and subscribe to the channel.